Tasha, we're in a bed.
We're in a bed. It's
Two
two girls, one bed.
2 girls, 1 bed.
2 girls, 1 bed.
Honestly, we are still in the amazing Havana bamboo villas.
I love this villa so much. I wish
Slaying.
you could see the view we're looking at. We're looking at ocean, volcano, mountains, rice fields, trees, a bathtub.
Full of flower petals.
We tried to film on the bathtub, but it's too dark.
It's too dark. God was like, not today, girls.
I know, right? It's so annoying because I really thought that would be such a nice view.
I know. It's absolutely insane. We're going to link you below because this is the relationship podcast. Yeah. If you're wanting to take your relationship to a romantic level, definitely
book it.
Stay here if you're in Bali. Oh my God.
Yeah. Stunning.
Yeah.
We're going to link it below.
Yeah.
So.
Right. Right. Well, anyway, welcome back to Girls to Women. Gotta like and subscribe. That harmony though. We want to talk about normalizing
in dating, yeah.
In dating, yeah. Let's make these things normal again so we can make dating great again.
Yeah. Let's make dating great again. We're very patriotic lately. Let's make dating great again.
Very Trump-esque. Yeah.
Yeah.
We want to bring back the feminine masculine balance to the world, but what we can. Okay. Where we can, one person at a time, even if this just hits one man or woman's ears and something shifts inside of you a little bit and you're like, you know what? I'm going to change my standards. Yes. Or I'm going to do this. I want to be more consistent.
I feel great just from one person.
Right?
Yeah.
And we have people in our DMs being like, I really needed that episode.
100%. Yes.
I didn't know that I had that relationship wound. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just pointing it out. You know.
Yeah. So we want to talk about normalizing some standards when it comes to modern dating so that few of you are having lesser heartbreaks, right? And going through less trolls. Right?
I wish this podcast was around when I was dating back in the day because it would have saved me a lot of heartache and it would have saved me a lot of tumultuous relationships.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The first one off the bat is let's normalize leaving the date if someone is a catfish. Cassie's like, I'm done.
Well, I think because I hear from guys every day that they'll be on the apps or whatever and they meet someone and they look nothing like their photos, or they even pay for a matchmaker, not ours of course, but they pay for another matchmaker and the women are just 10 times bigger, or they just look nothing like that, or they use photos from 20 years ago, and I'm like, okay,
why would you do that? It's not you now.
And they're like, oh yeah, I still stayed on the date and I felt bad and I knew it wasn't going to go anywhere, but you know, and then I paid for dinner and I was kind of like, oh, and why didn't you leave?
Yeah.
I would have said, hey,
that.
It's actually offensive that you've done that.
Yeah.
And you know, you're kind of an imposter.
Yeah.
It's fraud.
It's actually, it is. It's fraud.
It should be illegal.
Send her to jail. It's false advertising. Ladies,
no, it really is.
Men, please don't do this. Love yourself enough to show yourself as you are. How do you think it's going to go down if you put a 20-year-old photo of yourself, he or she shows up, and that's not you at all? That's not going to go down well. Oh, you know, it's just a little bit of time ago. No, was it?
No one's, I'm sorry, but we see with our eyes.
Don't
no one's
lie.
ever going to be okay. One, because, you know, they might not be as attracted to you. And two, it's literal fraud.
Yeah, we judge physically in the first 3 seconds. That is just a human stat. That's just how we are. So
work on yourself so that you look the best you can possibly look in that moment.
Correct. If I was getting picked up for a date by a guy who was completely catfishing me, would I get on the back of his motorbike?
No.
Absolutely not.
No, absolutely not. I'd be like,
that's literally illegal.
How would we deal? Okay, how would we deal with the situation? So I'm the guy. I turn up. I look nothing like. I said I was 28. Maybe I'm 48, and I'm a bit overweight.
Okay.
No, yeah.
Okay, you're saying, oh, Tash, it's me.
Hey, Tash, it's Ron.
No, you're not.
What do you mean? It's Ron. I'm here to take you to talk.
No. This is Ron. I don't know who you are.
Yeah, that is me. Like 20 years ago.
Okay, Ron, let me ask you this. Does it look like I'm an idiot? Because you're really taking me for granted right now. Why would you post something that's 20 years old? You know what? Don't answer that. Go right back where you came from, because this is not okay. I don't start relationships with people based off lies. So have a great day. Goodbye.
And that's just how easy it should be. And Ron will have nothing to say. If he dares even try and say something,
I'm calling the police.
then he's got mental issues.
I'm calling policey.
Policey.
I'm calling I'm calling my male friends first.
Yeah.
and I'm getting them to come down and sort that out because that is not okay. That is full
100%.
on.
That's lies.
That should be lies though.
That should be a prisonable offense.
It really is. So don't catfish people. Okay. So let's normalize leaving. Do not get on that bike, in that car, go on that date. Even if you're at the date, leave.
Just leave. Honestly, because it's not going to go anywhere. You're wasting your time. Time is precious.
But imagine they lie about that. What else are they lying about?
Exactly.
What else are they hiding?
If the first impression is all built off a lie,
no way.
It's not looking good.
Absolutely not.
No. Yeah, that should definitely be normalized.
Yeah. So that's the first one. Second one, normalize getting picked up for a date.
Oh my gosh. And do you know what? I have never been the type to do that.
Really?
Yeah, like
you've always met them.
Right, so I'm thinking about, Sydney, London, even when I would date very affluent, successful men. Sometimes they did come get a car to pick me up, or most of the time they would get a car.
No.
However, I'd say 50% of the time they didn't.
What?
And it was just like, I'll see you here at 7.
See, but that's also, they're probably testing our standards there.
I don't think your average Joe from Manchester's doing that, but the rich guys definitely were.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm talking the other guys in Sydney or Melbourne or what in Sydney. Yeah, they would just be like, all right, I'll meet you here, babe. And I was like, okay.
No, so the guy that I went on a date with last night, very affluent, very successful.
Yeah.
Bit younger.
You like him young.
However, I did teach him a lesson when I got there. So I never meet people at places. They always have to come and pick me up. Especially in Bali, it's so easy.
In Bali, it's very easy, yeah.
Right? But I know that he was only staying in the area that I was staying in for a few nights. He didn't have his bike there. So he's been catching a Grab everywhere.
Yeah.
Right? 3 nights stay, 4 nights stay in Chiang Mai.
Lucky it's 3 nights. It's
yeah,
icky
exactly. No, exactly. Because he drives everywhere.
Yeah.
Right? Anyway, I got to the date. I met him. He was waiting for me at the front, of course. Right in the front, looking out for me.
He absolutely should be waiting
Great.
in front.
Sit down. I'm like, hey, you could have organised a drive to come pick me up, right? And he's like, I was actually going to do that because I was going to get the driver from your dance class, which is where I thought you were going to come and meet me from. And then he's like, you kind of threw a spanner in the works saying that you need to go home and have a shower. And he's like, then it made sense. He's like, then I kind of got, he's like, I got on a different track. And I'm like, okay, just so you know for next time. Yeah. He's like, no, absolutely.
So
he's like,
I think from now on he will never do that.
Exactly.
Okay.
Let's normalize that, right? Because that's a man leading in his masculine, showing the way, safely getting you from A to B. Even if you don't live anywhere near her, just call her an Uber.
Yeah, it's not hard. It's not hard. I remember, actually, that same boyfriend who actually was such a man. Now that I think of the young one, he didn't let me get any transport or anything.
Transport is that is a man's job.
No, as in he didn't let me get public transport. Some guys would.
No.
Imagine they're like...
Me? I'm like, public transport? It's giving economy.
No, it is actually for me. Oh my gosh, it is.
Look, nothing wrong with that. Just not fast. All I'm saying is, though, even if he was going to do public transport, he should be then going with you on that public transport, because public transport is dangerous for women.
Absolutely.
It's the amount of times I've been harassed in my younger years on public transport, I will never again.
London was the worst for that.
This is what I'm saying. This is why we get so icked out. You think, oh, they're just bougie girls. Well, number one, yes. But number two,
I want to be safe.
It's so unsafe for us.
It really is, yeah. So at least if you're coming with us, okay.
I'm not catching public transport. But I'm not catching public transport back home.
No, not us. I'm saying people that don't mind catching public transport.
But imagine you're going home. It's what, 10 p.m. at night, and you're going to go catch public transport. There's no way. That is not safe.
Oh, okay, wait. If we're talking getting back from a date, I never get my own way back.
No.
That is a non-negotiable for me. But getting picked up, I never used to really do. I would now.
Yeah, but we want to normalize that, though.
That's what I mean. Yeah, that should be normalized.
If you really want to sit in your feminine energy and allow him to lead, allow him to lead.
Yes.
Allow him to lead you how you're going to get there.
You got to do it, though. You got to be like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick her up.
Problem solver.
Yes.
Right?
Or get a really nice Uber Black.
Yeah. It's really not hard. Just go pick her up in your car.
She'll be so impressed.
Pick her up on your bike, catch a Grab for her, send her on a Gojek, get a Grab car,
just don't let her make her own way with her own means.
Yeah. It's really...
It's very simple. It actually is the most simple thing that you can do to elevate your man game.
I don't know why we're having these conversations anymore. I'm just like, I feel like we're repeating ourselves.
It is very repetitive, but you know what? Sometimes you got to really dig it in there before people start to realise it.
Hit the nail on its head, you know?
Otherwise, people don't understand.
No, I know. Okay, let's move on to the next one. I want to normalise this all for the girlies. Okay, let's say, because this actually happened to one of our good friends. Okay, let's say for some reason God knows what, he didn't organize your way there. Okay? And you get there first.
Oh my gosh, nah.
Massive red flag. But let's normalize you never waiting more than 10 to 15 minutes for him to arrive.
I don't even think I'd wait.
10 to
10
15.
probably max
10,
for
yeah.
me.
Absolutely.
And I'd be out like a light.
And,
see you.
But this is the thing. He should be calling you, right?
It better be a medical emergency, because why else are you late?
Cass, I'm so sorry. There's been some crazy accident in front of me.
Okay.
Send me a photo.
Yeah,
I'm going to
sweet.
be there in 7 minutes.
You know what my responsibility? Take your time.
Great.
Okay, yeah. If it's work, the meeting ran over. Okay, you know you're important. You're
Communicate
working.
that.
Yeah, tell me.
Communicate
If you're
that.
just late and you don't give me any warning, I'm off. I wouldn't
not
even be
sitting
there.
there.
Yeah,
I'm not doing
I'm
that.
not gonna look like a loser. I'm sorry.
Remember I told you there was that reel that went viral with the girl who met the guy at the restaurant. He wasn't there. She waited 30, 40 minutes. She's filming the whole time herself being like, where is this guy? Calls her sister. She's like, this guy's just no-showed. Sister comes and like rescues her. We don't do that.
No.
We don't.
30 to 40 minutes
we don't
is
do
a
that.
long time to wait for someone.
We're normalizing not waiting. Your time
better.
is precious.
Yeah.
If this is how he treats your first date, imagine how he's going to treat you in the
This
relationship.
is the first impression he's giving
First
of
impression.
himself.
Do you know what? Personal story right now. My ex, he was late 20 minutes to our first date.
Are you kidding?
To be fair, he was texting me throughout. He couldn't find parking, but again, he could have prepaid parking, but he didn't because he was a bit of a stingy.
Yeah, okay,
anyway, he was texting me the whole time. I'm literally waiting in the cold because it's winter.
Oh my gosh.
On a bike rack. I'm sitting on a bike rack.
That's actually like
waiting
makes
for
me feel
him.
funny.
Yeah,
I've actually
23
waited.
and stupid.
I've waited for guys before, like boyfriends.
Never again.
Never.
And do you know what? How he treated the whole relationship? He was always late.
Exactly. Tip. The first impression counts.
Trust people when they show you who they really are the first time round.
They ain't lying.
They're not lying. That is the true version of them. So
And
don't
if
try
they're
and make
bold enough
excuses.
to just show you that on
Yeah.
a first date, imagine what's to come. Imagine like 10 years down the track
No thanks.
when no one cares.
No thank you.
No.
Right, next one is normalize him planning the date.
Oh my gosh, again, this is something that I've struggled with. Why? Like, I feel like I had to plan stuff
Because we were in our
Well, otherwise
like,
there
toxic
wouldn't be a date.
feminine. We were in our masculine.
Yeah. It's like, there wouldn't be a date anyway. Because, like, without me planning, it would be...
But again, how did that relationship go?
Yeah.
You're trying to force him to plan the date. He doesn't want to be there.
I'm like, what? It's like he doesn't want to be there. I just feel like some guys just don't have it in them to just do very basic things.
No, it's false. I even think about myself, as much as it hurts my ego, I'm like, no, he doesn't want to be here. If a man wanted to enough, he would. He wants to go see his favorite sports game, he'll make it happen.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about in a relationship, not dating.
Even in a relationship. It's not good enough.
Okay, dating someone, they should be able to take you on a date and plan it.
The whole time.
Yeah, I'm talking in a relationship here, but
The
dating,
whole
I
time.
think they should be planning all the dates.
Yeah.
That's a man's job.
I'm not about it. I'm not making any excuses. Even 10 years down the track,
It takes 2 seconds to book a reservation.
That's what I mean. It's literally the easiest thing in the world.
Get open table.
Women,
Make it happen.
don't try and force the date. Don't give him suggestions. Don't tell him, oh, make sure you make a reservation. You can think it. I thought it in my head the other day. But I was like, let me see how he acts. Perfect. Men are capable when they want to be, but you need to give them the space. And if he shows you that he's not capable, normalize never talking to him again. Simple.
Yeah.
It's literally very simple, right? But we need to stick to our standards.
I know, this is the thing, like, because we can say, oh, it's simple, and then be like, but it's just a one time, you know?
No, don't
hey,
do that.
babe, are you going to plan this? Are you going to let me know where we're going? Are you going to do this? Are you going to do that? Are you going to do that? Stop relying on potential.
Yeah.
Stop helping them become better. Just let them do it themselves.
That was the previous German guy, right? I was like, oh, maybe he's just like that. Maybe
No, you gave him way too much grace.
Nope. That's what I mean. Grace and then bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Done.
Au revoir.
So that leads into the next one. Normalize blocking and cutting all communication with someone because they've broken your standards.
Yes.
Look, I'm a big fan now that I'm older of actually communicating how I felt, but then saying goodbye, all the best.
Yeah.
And getting them rid of all social media. I don't need to ever see you in my life.
There's nothing wrong with blocking. I mean, blocking without any reason or blocking and not telling them is a bit rogue. However, if you've communicated how you feel, and then you're like, all right, bye. You've said your goodbyes. Block.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Bye. Or do you know what? If someone's violated you on the first date,
Oh my gosh, block them. Yeah.
You don't need to give any explanation.
Block, delete, goodbye.
Seriously.
Get that negative
Report.
energy off your phone.
Report.
Block and report.
I've reported
Please, I report so many people. Block and report. Honestly.
Even on WhatsApp, I'm like, report.
Oh, no, I do it on WhatsApp all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Block and report.
Yeah.
B&R.
You stick to
It's not B&M, it's B&R.
B&R, block and report,
B&R,
baby.
let's go.
I feel like this is good. We're getting our girls to normalize a lot of things.
Right? You guys think that what we're saying is crazy, then you need to look internally. Because it's not.
Look internally.
Well, no, 'cause I would have probably thought it was crazy before, and internally I was
because we didn't actually have standards.
Yeah, I was just living.
When my therapist said that to me, I was like, excuse me.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Very seen right now.
She's like, you don't have standards. I was like, ah.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, you have to
Tell me I hate myself in a different language.
Exactly. But we've been there. We've been at the bottom of the barrel, and now we're like, okay, never again.
Now we understand when we've come out the other end and been like, oh my God, what was I accepting?
What was I accepting? Yeah.
It's gross. Yuck. All right, so this is the next one. Normalise never splitting the bill if you truly want to be with a provider man who's giving you the provisions and you want to be in your feminine.
Please do not split the bill. And I'm not every single bill in your whole relationship. We're talking especially during the courting phase.
Oh, me, I'm like, I am. But it depends on the relationship that you want.
Look,
right?
I'm happy to do it every now and then as a little like, I got you, babe, because I feel bad because, you know, I just want to treat you, right? The men need to feel seen as well. I mean, I'll do it in other ways, but like
that's
every now and then I'll sprinkle a little breakfast here and there.
I don't mind like a little brekkie or a coffee or a little croissant.
A croissant.
Do you know what I mean? Little things.
Little
don't ever go above and beyond to be like, this whole 3-course meal, that's on me.
Yeah, no. The man, that's the man. No. He's the provider.
If he's invited you for a date and he's leading the way, allow him to lead you financially as well.
If he has invited you for a date, absolutely.
Don't
Otherwise,
offer.
you're friends.
Don't offer. Don't even listen to your hyper independent mum when she's like, you should at least offer to pay the bill.
No,
don't do that.
No.
Look where that got her.
Not offer. Yeah.
Speaking from personal experience, it never works out.
I used to offer as well.
Right?
And I'd be like, oh, we go round for round. I'd get a round of drinks and then I'd get another round of drinks and get another round of drinks. Who am I? Yuck.
Completely yuck.
Now I'm like,
completely
I just stare when the bill comes. I'm like,
I leave a lot of the time. Yeah, or I'll just get my phone. I'll just start doing my lip gloss.
Oh, I love that.
I like what he did last night is we finished, he pulls my chair, pulls everything. It was so sweet. And then the lady's like, oh, did you want to pay the bill up here? He's like, oh, not downstairs? And she's like, no, we'll do it up here. He's like, great. He turns to me. He's like, can you go wait for me next to the front door? He's like, I'll be down soon.
That's cute.
I was like, great, go and do my own thing. He's paying the bill. He comes down. He's tipping everyone. Cash as well.
I love a man that tips. It just shows a lot.
Generosity.
You know when you watch those videos of super elite, wealthy guys in Monaco and the ones that tip and the ones that don't? I'm like, how the ones that don't tip, even billionaires, some of them don't tip.
Yeah, no,
it's so unattractive.
But we had great service. They were going above and beyond for us. It was really beautiful. Yeah. So he's showing me that he's a generous man when his standards are met.
Yeah,
and I love that.
Love that.
And I was like, great. But see how he just led the way. I'm not going to try and fight him. And the most unattractive thing a woman could do is if a man's like, I've got this. You're like, no. Let me pitch in. Let me split it. No, babe. You're actually taking away his masculine power.
Like, despo energy.
Yes. Yeah. You think you're trying to help out, you're actually showing your masculine side. That's not attractive to a man.
No.
It's not.
He doesn't want to like chase that.
He probably won't even take you out again. Yeah. Or if he does, he'll know that he can use you for that.
Exactly. And it'll be an easy ride for him.
Yeah, you'll be a short-term girl.
50-50 boys.
Exactly. You'll be a short-term girl. Or
he'll be with a 50-50 man.
Exactly. Or if he's the type of guy that wants something easy in his life, yep, he'll be a 50-50 boy.
I see those interviews all the time and they're like, yeah, 50-50. Yeah, if she earns, I earn, why not? It's like, all right. See who we were pulling with that.
What?
I know, it's crazy. And then these are like American men.
No.
What happened to America?
Okay, off the back of that then, let's keep talking about being courteous. Normalise all of the courtship kind of stuff, which is
let's go.
Pulling out your chair, walking you to the door, leading you with your arm.
Yes.
Right? Guiding you.
Opening every car door.
Everything.
Yeah. Walking on the same side as the road.
I need to feel like I cannot do anything as a woman. I need to be like, so silly. He's got me.
Even the other day, our friend was like, I was walking along the side of the road and he was like, what are you doing? Yeah, and he came and he walked to the left and I was like, oh, yeah, thank you. Because I could never have a woman walking. And I'm like, wow, that's such a gentleman.
Yeah, I literally tested that last night when we went for a walk after dinner. Nice. Straight away grabbed me and put me onto the other side. He's like, there's no way. There's no way. Pulls out my chair, pulls it at everything.
Yeah, no.
Everything. I've carries my bag.
More times than not, I haven't experienced that, which is actually sad.
But again, the society that we're brought up in is a society that's saying, no, you should be 50-50. The woman can do it all. I I can, but do I want to?
No.
Stop forcing your agenda on me.
I want you to do it for me, and then I'll be all soft and feminine.
This is why we're trying to bring back the traditional conservative ways. If you really are a woman that wants to be taken care of, allow yourself to be taken care of.
That's the first step, is literally allowing it.
Right?
Let's normalize that. Let's normalize it being okay to want to be taken care of from a man.
It's okay to receive things for literally just being a beautiful woman.
Let it happen.
Okay, so great example again last night. I got, I didn't even get to get that dressed up because I came from dancing, had a quick shower, had like 30 minutes to wash my hair. I went with wet hair. Everything is drying
Still
nicely on the day. Lovely. Yeah, he's like, you are stunning.
Oh,
like,
love that.
he's like, I could just look at you all night. And I literally said to him, well, in my opinion, a woman's prerogative in this world, first and foremost, is to be visually appealing to the man.
Yes.
And he was like, God damn, yes, absolutely. Right? Because I'm a woman that wants to receive. So what do I have to do? I have to put in a lot of effort into how I'm looking for him.
Absolutely.
Men love beautiful things. That's just
Shiny,
how it is.
pretty things they do. Yeah.
And then we love what we hear. So when I sit in front of him looking great and he's like, you're stunning. You're the most beautiful woman. Oh my God, I can't keep my eyes off you when you walk to the bar. Like, wow.
Yeah.
I'm like,
and just their aura and their energy. It's not even as much about what they look like, because I'm telling you, a good-looking guy with nothing else to offer will get old real quick. I'll do one date maximum, and then you're out.
No, literally, I've said this before on our potties. Like, cute does not pay the bills.
No, I think 6, 7 out of 10, perfect. Honestly, so done with boys that think they're 10 out of 10s.
It's not.
It's giving ill. Like when they're like, I'm a male model. Like, no.
Yeah, normalize not just going for his looks. Looks are not going to pay the mortgage. Looks are not going to actually give you the respect that you deserve long term. If that's the only thing that you're bringing to the table as a man is your looks, you've got the wrong energy.
Yeah, because I'm telling you,
you've got feminine energy. I don't want that.
I don't want that. No. It's like, who looks better?
No, we're not doing that. So we're normalizing.
And looks fade, man.
Yeah, they do.
Especially when you're not a nice person.
Slowly for us, because shout out Nana. Slowly for us.
Love that.
But last one that I want to normalize, I want to end this with a bang. The best one in my opinion. Normalize not sleeping with him just because he's paid for dinner.
I don't even know why this needs to like not be a thing that's already normal.
I've felt that before though. I felt like back in the day, oh my God, he's done so much for me. Or if I just sleep with him to pay him back. It's something that happens in our brain.
Yeah, no, I think I've been there as well. Actually, no, I have. Like where I've, guys have done to me now the bare minimum, and I'm like, oh yeah, well of course we'll go back and have sex.
No.
What?
No.
It
should be earned.
I'm sorry, but even if you're really feeling him and you guys are having a great day, let him wait.
And you should wait too.
Build it.
When you wait and build, it's so much better in the end.
And we're not saying, okay, my Christian girls, please wait till marriage. But if you're not a Christian, just wait at least 4 dates.
Bare minimum.
At least 4 dates.
Bare minimum. Let's go more.
Let's say it's a month. I think a month's a good amount of time.
Nice.
Yeah, I think four dates in the month is very normal, right?
Get to know each other.
Get to know each other, and it'll be so much more special.
That's right. When you do, you also have that emotional connection, and then when you know that you've really liked them as well, you know that you're past that phase of just lust or chemistry. You've got love, and that's a beautiful thing. So if you're trying to get into a beautiful, long-lasting relationship, take sex off the table and watch how many men just turn away. Guess what? They're not your husband.
They are not. And they've just shown their true colours.
And do you know what, men? Stop trying to wife up the woman who's trying to just jump into your pants straight away.
I'm sorry, that's not going to be wifey.
We can wait.
Yeah, we can wait.
We can. For the right man.
We will wait.
I'm like, I like this guy. I don't want to sleep with him at all.
No, and it just, I don't know. I'm
actually turned off sleeping with him.
There's something kind of hot about waiting.
Yeah. I was like, I'm actually turned off trying to sleep with. I don't want that at all. I'm like, get off me. I don't want this. I want to have conversations. I want to be emotionally and intellectually stimulated. I want to have that safety with each other where we know like the laugh or like, you know what I mean?
You
like
want to have intimacy without physical. Yeah. So intimacy goes way deeper than that.
That's so special.
And you can build so much more without ruining it with this lust that takes over, the chemicals that release, the soul ties you create. Save it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really feel better after.
Don't sign up for more karmic baggage, right?
Don't
sign up for more karmic baggage. Honestly, take your time with people. Dating is supposed to be like going through the weeds to see the kind of person that you want to be with. So then take your time, right? Take your time.
I saw this reel the other day. It said dating should be like a job, right? So
hire slow, fire fast.
Yeah, hire slow, fire fast.
Yeah, I like that.
So it's so true because most people hire fast and then fire slow.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, because we want to hold on.
That was me. I would hire fast.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, you're the one, whatever, let's go.
Yeah.
And I would fire slow 3 years down the line. I'm like, oh yeah, probably should end this.
Yeah, well, that's unhealed energy being like, I'm never going to find anyone to love me like they do. I'm never going to find anyone to just who wants to be with me.
No, but really, when you have so many options, 7 million, billion people in the world, it's like, no, normalise. If someone's just giving you one red flag, bye, see you later, next one.
Yeah. If it's an actual red flag.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about like it's just an ick.
No,
which is silly, an actual red flag.
I think for someone who's amazing, I could find their icks endearing. I could.
That's what's starting to happen to me.
Really? Has he got icks? Oh no, that's another episode.
He doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Are we doing an ick part?
No, he's not. He doesn't. But some things that I would find icky on another guy.
You don't find icky on him?
No, I'm like, wow.
Okay, that's a good sign. See? For the right person, you'll become endearing.
I wonder if this is going to be the episode where we start the evolution of me actually falling in love.
You heard it. You heard it first. Everything's documented. Nice, we can go through the memes.
Well, so many. She's like, I can't keep up with all those dates. But it's fine. Let's normalize the last one. I just want to riz this for a sec. Let's normalize going on lots of dates.
Dating
but
multiple
not
guys.
Sleeping around.
If you're not sleeping with them, date as many guys as you want. As many as your brain has capacity for.
But take note of them.
Absolutely.
Don't just date just because you want free dinner or anything. That's stupid.
Yeah.
Date because you want to understand, who am I? What am I looking for?
Date with intention.
What are my standards? Yeah, normalize dating with intention.
100%.
Okay.
And you figure this stuff out first.
Yeah.
You know, you're not going to sound weird if you're asking questions about the future because you need to figure that out. You're not going to waste more than one date on this guy.
Yeah.
Higher, slow, fire, fast.
Higher, slow, fire, fast.
Oh, it's like FF.
Yeah, that's probably better. FF, fire,
okay.
fast.
Yeah. Higher, slow, fire, fast.
Yeah. No, I like that.
Put that on a t-shirt.
I like that. Normalize getting into relationships again for the long term.
Please.
Dating with intention. Mm-hmm. And sticking to your standards. And if someone violates that the first go, believe them when they've done that and then move on gracefully.
If you're going to take anything away with what we just said, I would say just don't drop your standards because as soon as you do that, you're going to continue to drop them. If you never drop them, then they never need to be dropped. And the guy will always be exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah, and he'll always respect that.
Yeah, because
he'll always respect your boundaries.
Well, the woman that has boundaries and standards and doesn't drop them for anyone.
That is the sexiest thing.
Yeah. I don't care if he's Iman Gadzi, don't drop them.
No, standards are sexy and we need to stick to that.
Yeah.
For your long-term happiness and your stability, that's what we're doing. I love that. Well, you know what to do. Like and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Bye.